Happy Monday, everybody. Thank you for watching the show. Brian is off. We will struggle through his announcing duties the best we can.
You didn't struggle.
On a Monday. He just has so much energy.
He does.
In the morning.
I always, especially when we're at a live location where I can really sit and focus on Brian, he does such a good job. I'm always so impressed with how he does it.
But if you're wondering if he's like that in person,
yes.
The answer is yes. He's that loud in person as much as he is on TV. Brian, I'm sorry you're going to miss this because we'd like to start things off today by announcing the winner of our CMA Flyaway Sweepstakes.
Ooh.
Drum roll, please.
Oh,
ladies. Pack your bag, get your boots ready. Ivana Weiniger from Tooele, Utah. You win a trip for 2 to the Country Music Awards in Nashville coming up on November 14th. You get round-trip airfare, tickets, a hotel stay, and so much more included in this music experience of a lifetime. Congratulations and thank you to everybody who participated in the CMA Flyaway Sweepstakes.
Oh, Ivana, I'm so happy for you. Can you take a +1, girl?
She can, but I don't think it can be us, and I'm so sad, but I'm so excited for you that you get to do this.
With 101.5 and 105.5 The Eagle, so thank you to them. You listened to them for the phrase of the day. You watched our 10 o'clock news for the phrase of the day, and then you entered. We'll do this again. This was a huge contest, so hopefully very soon. Other big news happening this morning, and for Ali, this is breaking news.
I didn't even hear about this until I walked into the makeup room.
Brace yourself for another royal baby.
Oh, yeah.
Meghan Markle is pregnant. Kensington Palace announcing this this morning. They're actually on one of their first tours. They're in Australia this morning, and maybe they did that timing so she wouldn't be in the country as they announced it.
Very strategic.
She is 12 weeks pregnant, according to Kensington Palace. This is the first child for the 37-year-old former actress and the prince, who is 34. They were last seen October 12th at that wedding on Friday. Princess Eugenie, she had that large Givenchy coat, which a lot of people said, wait a second, she doesn't usually wear something like that. Is she pregnant? And maybe that's why the palace said, all right, we'll do the announcement.
But I feel like it was super respectful that they didn't announce it before the wedding.
They didn't want to,
they didn't want to overshadow that wedding, because as we talked about on Friday, it was kind of like their wedding overshadowed that wedding. So I was glad that they waited to share that news. I'm excited to see what her pregnancy maternity style is going to be.
Sources say she was whispering the news to people during the wedding. I don't know.
And they had a
I
lip reader
don't know if
at
that's
the ceremony, so maybe.
The announcement says they appreciate the support they receive from people all over the world since their wedding, and they're happy to share the news with the public. Harry's child, 7th in line to the throne.
Bumps down Andrew, so Andrew's going to be gone. He's, of course, Eugenie's brother. But the poor baby won't get to be a prince or princess.
Wait, the poor baby.
No matter what they get to be. You know what I mean? The baby doesn't get to have that title of a prince or princess. So they said unless Queen Elizabeth actually intercedes, like limitations imposed all the way back by King George V in 1917 could keep this new baby from having a royal title and more exalted title. It could be, I don't know what it would be if it wasn't a prince or a princess, but hopefully. So this, so it said 7th in line to the throne, bumped Andrew, Beatrice, Eugenie, but they aren't right now designated to be.
You like getting bumped?
Her Royal Highness.
A moment for you, like
I would love to be bumped and not have to be king or queen of
oh my
England.
gosh, come on,
Harry said that at one point. Harry said he didn't mind.
Oh, interesting.
Being bumped.
Yeah, I think it was by Charlotte. I think Charlotte bumped him.
I think they will make it a prince or princess, because imagine George and Charlotte with their cousin.
Yeah.
Guess what? You're not.
Well, that's what happened to Eugenie and Beatrice and Andrew.
12 weeks along, so due in the spring.
Is that kind of early to announce it?
No, your first trimester. I feel like she just finished her first trimester, and that's when you're at most risk for having a miscarriage normally.
Do you feel yucky the first 12 weeks?
It's dependent on the pregnancy.
Really?
It's dependent on the pregnancy.
Boy, girl, different?
Funny enough, for Maggie, I was sick the entire time, and for my second, I was sick the entire time. My sister was 8, and she said it just depends on the baby.
Maggie wanted you to earn her.
Oh, I'm still working on earning that, girl. She's so fun. But yeah, so we'll find out and see if Queen Elizabeth actually comes and says, let me just let you be it.
They did not waste any time.
I got all excited about this today. I don't know why.
I know. Well,
I have a royal baby.
Like her.
I feel like we do because she's American.
I get alerts on my phone, and I almost texted you because you know all the entertainment news and all the royal news, I feel like. So I was almost like, I saw this first. Did you see this?
I'm living my own E in my head. I'm Juliana Rancic.
I know. I love her.
I love her too, by the way.
Okay, well, definitely Prince Harry and Meghan Markle didn't have any problem doing this. Maybe the way they made a baby was they shared a new experience together. New research out shows that couples who learn things together have better sex lives.
I love how you backed into that.
So you aren't learning things in the bedroom. It's not a new experience.
I know.
It's not a new experience in the bedroom. It's a new. Okay, I really thought that's where we were going with this. And
that too, maybe. I don't really know. But no, this is just about life in general. So this is according to new research by the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology. And researchers conducted a series of experiments where each member of hundreds of different couples, right, mixed sex, long-term, all different kinds of couples, they completed a survey about their relationship every evening for several weeks. Now, they described during those surveys each night the extent to which their partner helped them learn or experience new things, how happy they were with their relationship that day, and whether they had sex that day, and if so, how satisfying it was.
Oh my gosh, I'm feeling a little nervous.
The results were very clear. So couples who, even if just one person learned something new that day, they had a better sex life.
I'm not surprised.
You're not surprised at all?
Yeah. Because
confidence
it mixes
and happiness.
it up a little. I mean, I've been married a long time. And you need like a little shot of something, whatever it is that you're both excited about, which can translate, I'm sure, in every part of your relationship. You need, I mean, it's why The Bachelor, they go, I don't know, like jump out of a helicopter. That experience ties them together.
It really does.
I was just thinking if you went skydiving, maybe you'd get pregnant.
Nope, we're not doing that. That ship has sailed. It's way out in the middle of the ocean. It's just, we're like...
So no, I think you're right though about why this is the case. And there's like a lot of different explanations for why it could be according to these researchers. But partners are seeing each other more autonomously. So even if just one partner is doing something, it creates desire because the other partner sees them and sees things that they weren't previously aware of in that partner, and it ignites something in you.
I don't care how long your relationship is. You lose that spark after what does studies say, like the first year to 2 years, and you have to keep relearning it and regaining it and changing things up. So you see them in a new way if they learn something new.
Have you guys ever learned something together, like with your spouse? Do you have a hobby that you like to do together?
I don't feel like we have a hobby we like to do together. We have different hobbies, you know, which I love. We were talking about today in the makeup room, how important it is to have a different hobby than your spouse.
I will say, just going to Europe and seeing my husband speak Dutch in Amsterdam.
Oh. Yes. Totally.
Like I had a second.
Did you just shimmy?
We was talking to the Uber driver, and it's not a pretty language. It's like a lot of guttural, but something about him just throwing it out there. I was like, you stop it.
I have a crush on you again.
Element.
There's something, it's something new and different. So that makes sense. Did it translate? I don't know. We had the kids on the vacation, and we're in an Airbnb in Europe, but like,
all one room. I know, smashed together.
So let's talk about kids for just a second. Parenting Magazine asking parents out there, how do you limit screen time? This is an issue for so many parents. What do you do? I mean, as young as your kids, as old as my kids, how do you get them off the phone? How do you get them off the television? How do you get them to just have a second without it? All right, and I love this because the American Academy of Pediatrics said this is coming from parents, not us. So these are real tips that work in real homes. This person says always a timer. We do a countdown. We use the kitchen timer on the microwave. You set a timer on their iPad. You regulate the time.
Did they say how much time?
I know that's what's hard. Is I don't really even know how much time would be right. I'm sure I could. It's worth a Google.
This mom says 20 minutes on weekdays, an hour on weekends.
Oh, that's...
This mom says an hour to an hour and a half after dinner. So I think it depends on you and what you're okay with your kids. I mean, every parent seems different. Someone else says out of sight, out of mind. When you regulate screen time, don't put the screens where they can see them, or they'll be like, when do I?
And where you can't see them, because I feel like my kids will go downstairs and be on the iPad or playing Nintendo, and I'm upstairs cleaning or getting dinner ready, and I don't even know.
What's interesting is once the kids get away from the screen, like once it is out of sight, I feel like they do go have fun. Like they will go play outside and enjoy themselves and have a great time.
I like this one too. They earn it. It's something they get from doing their homework, something they get from picking up the dishes after dinner. Then they earn a certain amount of time. They have a system. If she reads this much, she gets this much time on the iPad. And lastly, like Ali said, redirect. Redirect. Is there something else they could be doing? Not just that. And then this person says off before bed. My 13-year-old keeps going to bed early, and I've been wondering why. Oh, we're not asleep.
Oh, Netflix or what's
No, we're
going
not
on?
asleep.
No, we're on our
Definitely
phone,
not
like
asleep.
under the blanket. No, I saw
Is she
the
playing
thing.
Okay.
games? Is she on social media?
It's a game.
It's a game.
There's a game that she has, I mean, and we could talk to Reagan because she gets obsessed with computer
too.
games. Do you too?
Oh,
She
yeah.
can't get off.
Oh, see, and I
Like
don't
I'm
even-
at level 2000 something on the game that I play. It's embarrassing,
You're hiding.
but